Hi guys, how are you? It's Rosie from Phoenix Rising by Dior. I'm here to give you a reading on when I tuned in the spirit, they were saying they want to assure you, this reading I think is going to be assuring you, or something about this reading is going to assure you that things are going to be okay for you. So let's see what the reading is about. Okay guys, we have Archangels Gabriel, Raguel, Ariel, Metatron, and Barasil present for today's reading. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling very itchy. So maybe as soon as I hit play, so maybe you're going to get into a fight. Maybe somebody's getting under your skin. Something is happening. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. They already directed me to the deck. They wanted me to use, oh guys, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Liking and sharing helps the messages to circulate. Let me see. Okay. You're definitely not marching to everybody else's beat. That's for sure. You're kind of walking at your own pace. The spirit is saying, so like, share, and subscribe if you want a reading, please. Everything is located in my About section, guys. Healing, removals, clearing, healing. I've been doing a lot of healing work lately for people. Okay, for whoever this reading is for, I kind of feel like you've kind of walked off the beaten path to do your own thing. You kind of maybe even prefer a little bit to be alone. You wanted to go within. You wanted to see things in a different perspective for yourself. You're not, whatever it is, you're not following what the others are doing. Maybe you give the illusion like you are, but you're not. Yeah, you're like, you don't. It's like I'm having a hard time saying it. It's like you honestly, you're always isolating yourself from others, but it doesn't look like you are, but you are. You know, you kind of go along with it, but you're not really going along with it. That makes sense? Yeah, you really do prefer being by yourself, or maybe even trying to find a space for yourself. I'm asking a question. All right, so they're saying it's like you don't even want to look for a person, or you don't want to look for somebody who's going to love you, or maybe somebody who has loved you, but you don't want to see the person. It's either you don't want to look for someone to love you, or you don't want to look at the person that you used to love, kind of thing. Yeah, you're kind of in middle ground. I'm seeing middle ground. I don't know what that's supposed to mean for you guys. You know the truth now. You're seeing something clear. I feel like you didn't know before, they're saying. It almost came out. I feel like it's more like you know your own truth. It's not necessarily a truth of another person. I kind of just feel like you know how like a highway splits, but you're still going in the same direction, and it's still taking you to the same road. So I feel like all your people are on one road, but you're on the other road. But you're still kind of going alongside of them, but you're really not. Because you're in your own truth. You're like marching to your own drum. You're finding your own way, but there's something about this illusion that you're kind of like everybody else, but you're really, really not. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry that I'm emphasizing on this, but there must be a reason why they keep showing me things. So I'm telling you, because I know for each person, it could be different, or for some of you guys, it may be everything I'm saying, and maybe that'll be your clarifier, knowing that this reading is actually for you. See, yeah, you're standing alone, because I feel that you've come to some kind of clarity that I feel like you witnessed yourself. You saw how much of yourself you always gave away to people. You thought that was like the thing to do. So it's like you're still on the, you're kind of on that path with these people, but you're not. And I don't necessarily mean people per se. I'm talking about just your life. Okay. So you realize giving yourself away wasn't the best thing. And I feel like you've come to some type of clarity. You just needed some time, but the time is up, like you know. The whistle has blown. The last grain of salt has dropped, and you see the truth in you, in you. And because of this, now you can heal. Sometimes we as humans, we like to, it's very hard for us sometimes to be extremely objective about ourselves and who we are and how we are and what we do and what we say and our motives, because maybe we feel a certain way and we act a certain way, but people see us differently. It's like they're showing me like you need to have that bird's eye. It's almost like somehow you were able to get that bird's eye view of you. And because you did, you could see this truth now. Okay. Okay, what's the next? Is it still anything in this deck? No. What's the next deck? Okay. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't been in, but life has just been a little bit chaotic. Hopefully next week will be a better week. Let's see what happens. Life is busy. I feel like for everybody, life has just been busy, busy, busy. Okay, that you don't know why. You don't know why you were giving yourself away all the time, I feel. Hold on a second. You don't know why you were giving yourself away to a masculine energy that is no longer in your presence. Comply. I heard the words comply. Were you complying? Were you trying to comply? Were you trying to work with this person? Give yourself away. Appease this person. Make things justifiably right for some damn reason. But it's like they're saying, you don't know why. Yeah, why? Why did I give myself? Why did I give freely to this masculine energy who's no longer in my life? Or maybe hasn't been. I feel like you already had the message that this person was going to trail you along in some way, and you had to go. But you stayed in an odd way. In a weird way, you stayed. I heard weird, okay? So maybe you weren't really together, but in a weird way, energetically or through your mind, you stayed together. Maybe in the 5D realm, you were reluctant to release the person. In the 3D, you were trying to, but there was a subconscious thought that kept you tied to this person and kept you tied to them on the 5D as well. Kind of reminding me of a dream I had this morning. Chaos and conflict. What about it? Sitting at the dinner table, I just heard them say. The chaos and conflict at the table. It doesn't have to be a dinner table. It could just, I'm seeing a long table, almost like a family dinner, but that could be anything, really. Any conference table, something. Some long table. Could be even a kitchen island, a really long kitchen island. I don't know. And you stayed. Conflict that made you stay. Conflict at the table that made you stay. Just putting the pieces together. I was gonna say a Freudian slip, pussing the pieces together, and then I caught myself, but maybe that means something to somebody out there. That's why I'm telling you. Okay. All right, what about it? Sorry, my eye's itching here. But something was meant to be. And then as the fate card came down, a whole bunch of cards fell on the table. This foundation was meant to crumble with this person. It wasn't really meant to be. It wasn't your kismet. It wasn't your partner. You see, you needed to end that cycle to be confident again. Okay, there was no fortune. You might have received fortune with this person, but there was no fortune on that. I just heard them say on the other side. Only you're going to know where that goes for you. Wow, this card fell face down on the other two cards, on two cards. So I flipped it up because I didn't know what it was. You staying with this conflict, even though you knew it wasn't for you. Next deck. Okay. But like they said in the beginning of the reading, they wanted to talk to you about how things are gonna be better. So let's see what the ending brings us to this reading. But for whoever this is for, they always give us the story prior to the ending or the resolution or the advice. So you know if the story is your story. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I just want to clarify this one card. They're saying, I laughed when I picked up this card. It's because, but they said, but you have returned to Aphrodite. You have returned to who you are. So something happened. You knew. There was clarity. You've seen some kind of truth. You may be in isolation now. That's kind of how the beginning of this reading went, right? You have returned to your temple self, to who your birthright was. Your goddess-like birthright. Goddess or God-like energy. Treating yourself sacred. Treating yourself with the respect that you are deserved and owed. I just want to get a little clarifier for this second card that fell out, because it could mean a couple of things. So I want to see, I want them to be a little bit more specific. Almost like you don't need to see this person anymore. You don't need to fight with them anymore. You don't need to communicate anymore. You don't need to watch them. Or maybe they won't watch you. However that is. For some of you guys, I'm getting this feeling like you do think of this person often. And when you do, you don't realize it, but you're manifesting this person back into your life. So you want to try to not think of this person, or if you don't necessarily attract this person back into your life, you're attracting someone like this person back into your life, and they may not be the best person for you. So remember that. Okay, hopefully you guys are on the other side of the table and you are already truly, truly, truly manifesting the thing and person that you like. Sorry guys, I keep messing with my hair. I really need to wash it. Oh, I'm seeing my grays. And it's bothering me and I feel it sticking to my face. So it's just annoying me. There's like static from the cold and the heat right now. Let's see. Who is this? I need to clarify for that. Who is that? Okay, so I feel like for some of you, you've had like a team on your side on the 5D level. And it's like you don't even have to, they're saying like the battle is over. You don't even need us anymore at this point, whoever you are. Like the battle is over. You don't need to deal with this person or this deceptive energy anymore. They kept you weak. They kept you sticking around. They kept you in isolation. It's like now you can go find... all right, they're bringing me back to this table thing. Something about the table, something about the home. You felt trapped. You felt like you were in a cage in this home. Or maybe you were trying to move beyond this, but yet you were still trapped. You were trying to move beyond the home or this table setting or this sit down. But for something, you were trapped. You were feeling trapped. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, it's almost like in some weird way, you were keeping yourself trapped, viewers. Whoever is resonating with this reading. I don't think you knew it, and I think now they're telling you this. You know, they told you this in the beginning of the reading. Yeah, you're not meant to be a trapped soul. You're meant to fly. You're meant to soar above everything. You're meant to do everything and everything you felt in your heart that you were supposed to do. Okay, so let's give us, is there more to this, or are we heading into the advice part of it? Okay, is this deck for the advice? No. What deck do you want to speak with us for the advice, please? Okay. Let's see what they want to say. Say what you want to say and let the words come out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. Yeah, that song just popped in my head. So maybe you need to say what the hell you got to say and be brave. Be a little brazen. A little rough around the elbows. Let's see what happens. What's the advice here? Archangels and angels, high self and spirit. I'm feeling like cramps right now. Maybe you're cramping, or maybe something is making you tense. You're stuck in anxiety. See? I just said that you're cramping up. Maybe you need to be tense, and then you're feeling tense, and now you're stuck in anxiety. When you're anxiety, you may not get, well, you could get menstrual cramps from being in anxiety because your whole body gets affected by your mental status. So, yeah. It's almost like Spirit's saying you might be in a dark place right now, stuck in anxiety, feeling not so purdy, not so yourself, not so vivacious. Okay, what about that? It just flew across the table and on the floor. 1 second, please. Okay. You're reluctant to accept the pleasures of the universe, the gifts of the universe. Why would they be reluctant to accept the gifts of the universe? Hold on a second. So they're saying, be wise and trust. There's a reason why something isn't growing right now. So if you're like angry at the universe or God or whomever it is that you pray or speak to, there's a reason why something isn't flourishing the way you expected it to. Okay, can you tell me why? With this deck? Which deck? Why? Why are things not flourishing? But you should still have trust and use some discernment in why things are not flourishing. We have a deck here, or a pile here, a pile here, and a pile there. Hold on, let me see what they all are. Interesting. Spirit is saying like you need to reconnect with your financial and material changes. Like there's some type of, you need to come into union with something about your financial and material changes. If you are being disgruntled or angry about it, things are going to go in a bad way. And if you are positive and optimistic, things are going to come out in a good way. So optimism is the best thing for you to do. And I find this funny, how these two cards and what the two cards are. Balance and universe. One is one way, one is the other way, and they both feel sideways. That is like a yin and yang effect to me. So the universe and your stability is working together for you. You just don't know it. Things are turning into your favor, but the universe, if the universe is working on this, you just don't know. There's something about what you do. Maybe in the meantime, you're a little bit disconnected and bored with the situation, but you got to turn that around. And that's tied into your finances. So don't be so negative when it comes to your finances. I feel whoever you are, you have your hands in 4 avenues of wealth. And maybe a 5th one that you don't even realize is correlated with one of the other ones. Yeah, so there's 5th avenues of wealth. I feel that the universe is starting to lay out a foundation for you. And maybe you've already started this foundation, but maybe the foundation is actually growing even stronger now. So yeah, the universe is bringing stability. Like, listen, the universe is bringing stability to you. Not you're bringing stability to you. Let them do their work. There's a reason why. So if you're frustrated that things are not growing, and that's why at the beginning of the reading, they said, trust that things are going to be just fine. Okay, let's see. I have a feeling I already know what that card is about, but just give me a couple more so I can be, 100%. This union, this masculine, this partnership thing that you had, it needed to end because it wasn't right. This doesn't even have to be the person that you were most recently in union with. But I think you're going to know who this is. The person or the energy that you are still or were still on the 5D connected with. Things needed to end. The foundation needed to fall. It wasn't like, so all that needed to happen before you could get the stability and abundance from the universe and balance. Abundance. I said abundance. So yeah, wealth, financial changes. All right. This may be, for whoever you are, you're really going to know that this reading is for you. If you thought for any way, shape, or form that you were going to reunite with this person, but then you had to make a choice that you had to stop giving yourself to this person. And I keep hearing the word the table, the family table. Something happened at the table. Maybe something happened at the table and you realize you have to stop giving yourself to this person. I just heard these people. Because why would you be sitting at a long table with one person? Unless I said it was like a conference room. But yeah, no more sacrificing to this person. Whoever this masculine energy and maybe the group they were with, yeah, they're saying don't speak to them anymore. All right, speaking is not always verbally. It could be text. It could be through the brain. Sometimes people are trying to speak with you on an energetic level. Like if you were trying to reach out to him in a subconscious 5D level, they're saying stop. Oh my God, you just can't make this up. Not to speak to this person. And the throat chakra card just fell out sideways. And I felt when I was going to say that, I felt something here. Don't speak to this person. So maybe you're not, and it fell sideways. So this is like you're fully communicating. There's full communication. It's partial. However this partial communication is, it needs to end. However it is, and you're going to know what it is. However it is you're communicating with this person, it needs to end. Sometimes, I just said this to somebody who, I don't remember who it was. Sometimes you just have to block the person, even if you haven't been speaking to them regularly, and every once in a while they'll randomly text you, and then you read their text, you're like, oh, just block them. You don't need this person in your life, unless you must communicate with them for some reason because you share children with them or whatever the case may be. But if you don't need to talk to them for a specific reason, then maybe you need to end all ties of communication. Even in your brain, guys, in the subconscious realm and in the 5D, you can communicate with them and through dreams. I can do this, and I'm sure quite a few of you can do this too, for those of you who have really evolved. If the person comes to you in your dream, you can stop the dream and say, hey, you need to get out. You can. I've done it many times. So if this person is infiltrating your dreams, you need to tell them no. And maybe before you go to bed, you need to tell your high self and spirit and God or whoever you pray to or speak to, I do not accept this person to come into my dream state. I put a barrier of protection around me. I do not accept it. I do not want it. It's not allowed. You have the power to do that if you really want them to not be there. You just got to learn that you can do it, and you will. Okay, anything else here? The Tower. Not standing the ground. Not a harmonious relationship. Hold on a second. Getting over this defeat. Be patient. You have victory coming in. Just use that discernment. Okay, not everybody is meant for you. Because if you allow this person back in your life, you're going to be trapped in a prison again, and you're going to be stuck. And you won't be transitioning into your greater, higher self that the universe always intended for you. All right, guys. Love and light. Talk to you soon. Bye.